Hello students, welcome back to Sri Ragavendra Academy. In today's class, we will be learning the most important concept in finance, which is time value of money. It plays a very important role because it helps ones to understand what is the value of money and what has the potential that the money has got in order to increase its worth in the future. So it really plays a dynamic role in each and everyone's life. So it's become an imperative for each and every individual to understand what is money and what is the power that money has to grow in the future and how can we determine its value over a period of time and what is best investment and what is wrong investment. Is it worth of putting my money into this portfolio or not? All these are basically taken, all these decisions are basically taken with the help of time value of money. So before we begin the class, let's start the class with a prayer. Gnananandamayam devam nirmala spatikakritim adharam sarva vidyanam ayagrivam namaste sharada devi kashmira puravasini vidyarambam karishyami siddhir me sada. By taking the divine blessings of Ayagriva Swami and Saraswati Devi, let's start today's class. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to it and hit a like button to the video. Now, coming back to the concept of time value of money, time value of money can be basically classified into two important types, students. So they are basically into future. We can classify the value, time value of money into two types, a future value and present value. So what is exactly the time value of money? Time value of money helps one to understand what is the value of money as on today. Value of money as on today. Okay. Now this time value of money can be basically classified into future value and present value. Let's try to understand what is future value. So in the case of future value, we determine what is the worth of money that if we're gonna invest today after 5 years or after 10 years is what we calculated from the future value. Say for example, now here I would be drawing one line chart. Okay. Now this is your 0 year. Here we have our first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and this is our fifth year. So in the 0 year, if I am investing of 1 lakh rupees at 10%, how much will I get after the completion of fifth year? So whenever the investments are made today at a certain percentage for a certain period of year, what will the amount that I receive after 5 years is what we determine with the help of future value, students. Okay. This is called as future value. Very simple. If you are keeping your money in the fixed deposit today at certain percentage, how much do you receive after 5 years? If you do invest your money in the mutual fund today at 10%, how much do you receive after 10 years? If you are paying an LIC today, a premium, and how much will you get after the realization or after the completion of the payment period? So that is what we calculate with the help of future value. Now, what is present value? Now, let me try and make you understand what is present value. Again, if you're gonna look at in the future value, graph moves like this. From 0 to 1 year, what is its worth? From 1 to 2, what is its worth? From 1, 2 to 3, what is its worth? From 3 to 4, what is its worth? And from 4 to 5, what is its worth? So if you're gonna look at this, future value can also be called as future value can also be called as, I'll just change it to the color so that you will, it's also called as forward technique because the graph moves like this, right? I'm looking forward in terms of forward, and it is also called as what I can say, also called as compounding technique because money gets added in the case of compounding technique. So it is also called as forwarding technique. It is also called as compounding technique. So this is about the future value introduction. Now, if I want to know what is about the present value, then we will try and learn about the present value technique. Okay. Now, in the case of present value, also I would just draw a simple line here. Say, for example, this is 0 year, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, and 5th year. Now, say for example, if you go to a bank and bank manager will give you a scheme saying that, sir, if you deposit around, if you give me, if you give me 10,000 for today, you will receive 50,000 after 5 years. So what happens? You go to a bank and you will gonna ask for a scheme in the bank. The bank manager will say you, sir, you have a beautiful scheme. If you pay me 10,000 today, you will receive 50,000 after 5 years. So that means that here the banker is asking you to pay 10,000 and is telling that the bank will pay you 50,000 after 5. Now you have to determine, if I am receiving 50,000 after 5 years, what is its worth for today? What is its worth for today? Is it really 10,000? Is what we identify with the help of present value. Keep in mind. So in the case of present value, graph moves like this. So it is called as backward technique. Backward technique, and it is also called as discounting technique. In the case of future value, it was compounding technique, but in the case of present value, it is called as discounting technique, students. Please keep these things in the mind. Okay. Now, when you try and calculate the present value as on today, if the present value comes down to 8,000, if the present value comes down to 8,000, then you have to reject this offer from the banker. Why? Because banker is asking you to pay 10,000, but you determine the worth for today. Worth for today is 8,000. That means that you should have invested 8,000 to get this 50,000. But now banker is asking you for extra 2,000. Getting my point? So if you want to receive 50,000 for if you want to receive 50,000 after 5 years, you have to invest only 8,000, because value of money worth today is only 8,000 to receive this 50,000. But banker is asking you to pay 10,000. So in that case, as it's asking for more than 2,000, then we will definitely reject this offer and say that it is a bad offer. That is what we try to learn in the present value. We try to learn what is the worth or value of money today for the future sum receivable. In the case of future value, what happens? I will invest money today. What it will happen in the future? How much gain that I get it. So that is what we try and learn in present value and future value. I think now you got the difference between future value and present value both, isn't it, students? Yes. Now we will try to learn how to calculate all these things in the Excel. Today I'll be helping you out in teaching future value with Excel. I'm just erasing all these things to make it very clear with the eraser. I hope you got the difference between present value and the future value. Okay. Now, future value can be classified into three important types. I'll just show how to. Yeah. Now, future value. I will be taking into consideration future value. Now, future value is can be calculated into three important. I was talking about future value. Now, it can be calculated under three important. First method is lump sum method. Second method, future value for annuity for even cash flow, then future value of annuity for uneven cash flows, future value of annuity for lump sum, future value for lump sum, annuity for even, annuity for let us try to understand what is this lump sum, what is this annuity, and what is this. Okay, now lump sum, what does it mean is that, say for example, now if you're gonna invest 50,000 today and want to see what it happens. Now today is 2026. Now if you want to see what will be this money in 2030, then this is called as lump sum. That means that you are investing the whole sum money today and you are waiting and seeing what it will happen in 2030 after 4 years. So that is what we try and calculate in lump sum amount, where the payment is made only at the beginning of the investment. Now what is meant by future value for even cash flows? So even cash, what is meant by even? Even remains consistent, which means that you make a deposit on every year basis or on every monthly basis, where you invest on monthly basis or you invest on quarterly basis or you invest on semi-annually basis or you invest on annually basis, but the amount of investment remains common. So what I'm trying to tell is that, say for example, if investor invests 2000 in this year, even in the second year he invests 2000, even in the third year he invests 3000, 2000, even in the fourth year he will invest 2000, even in the fifth year he will invest 2000. So when the investment amounts remain even for 5 years or for 10 years, then those investments are called as future value of annuity for even cash flows. Now what is uneven cash flows? So what does it mean? That the investment will happen at a regular interval, but the amount of investment will vary. Say for example, in the first year, investor will invest 2000. In the second year, investor will invest 5,000. In the third year, he invests 10,000. In the fourth year, he will come back and invest 4,000. In the fifth year, he will come back and invest 8,000. That means that amount of investment is keeping varying here, right? Like this, increase. See, it was like this, then again it was got increased, now decreased, again increased. The amount of investment will varies like this. So future value of annual future value can be calculated for lump sum, future value for annuity for even cash flows, which means that amount of investments exists, but it exists at the same denomination. That means that it will not change. 2000 remains constant, or 3000, the amount of investment remains constant. In the case of uneven cash flows, the amount of investment will not keep constant, it keeps on fluctuating. Now we will try and